Guys, after yesterday's review, we're back with another Stargazer. God help us. Alright guys, so out there in YouTube lands, thanks for stopping by our channel first and foremost. Second, what the hell are we drinking today? This is another Skygazer. This is Watercolors Abstract 4. And this one might even be more crazy than yesterday. It's Berliner style with banana, cherry, raspberry, graham cracker, marshmallow, and milk sugar. I'm pretty sure this is liquid diabetes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be looking just like that one we had yesterday.
I can only hope.
This was canned. This is a little fresher. That one yesterday actually was from December.
Oh wow.
Right before Christmas.
That was really good.
And this is from January 31st. And they keep saying never stop looking up, so I don't know what
this is only about 2 months old.
Label art is by Grubs.
Never stop looking up because the name is Stargazer.
Instagram at iDrawMids. Not a whole lot of other. Oh, because it's Skygazer.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, well, sometimes I don't. The obvious can hit me in the face and I don't know. So again, that's what we did yesterday. If you haven't seen that review, you may want to check it out. Watercolor Swirly. And that was with vanilla soft serve.
It was delicious.
As in ice cream.
Destroyed our glasses, but it was worth it.
Don't know. Alright, we're going to get this in the glass.
You're almost nervous, aren't you?
I'm nervous to see what's going to come out. It's thick again.
Oh, lovely. It's a little
and
darker.
Chunky.
It's a little more of a red color. More of a...
There's a lot of chunks coming out.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's... I don't know. Y'all listen to that. It sounds disgusting.
This doesn't have the head, though.
Oh my god, the bottom is thick.
Wow.
Well, it looks like yours are going to be a little thicker than mine because you got most of the bottom half. So, this one's not giving that crazy looking head though.
No.
So it's going to be a little different. But when it says graham crackers, I think there may be graham crackers in there in glass.
In chunks.
Looking into that.
Oh yeah, look. Look at the chunks floating around.
It looks just like that barreled souls one I was talking about in the other review.
Yeah, that cheesecake.
The raspberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
Only
there's a big chunk of something right there.
This again is doing that same thing on the glass. It is.
You wait till you get a nose.
Very
on this.
thick maroon. I almost want to say it looks like a bloody rag.
I cheated. That's gross.
Well,
I cheated and
so
jumped ahead and
of
got a
this
nose.
beer.
You wait till you get a smell of that.
Alright, let's get a nose.
Oh my good lord.
That's not, again, a beer.
Oh.
It smells like the banana split dessert my mother used to always make that I loved. With cream cheese, graham cracker crust, bananas.
Cool Whip.
I'm surprised this isn't one of these marshmallows and milk sugar.
Wait, does this have raspberry? I don't get cherry. I get
Cherry
raspberry.
and raspberry.
Okay, so I'm not really getting the cherry on the nose. I get the raspberry big time.
It smells just like my mother's dessert she made. Very sweet. Bananas there. It smells like the sugary cream cheese. So it doesn't say on here that they use cream cheese, but it smells just like that.
So I'm really not getting much more than the sweetness and the raspberry.
You're not getting the graham cracker?
I get a little of the graham cracker. That's why I said like the sweetness and the graham cracker. But
It smells just like what the can says.
Yeah. I don't get the cherry. I get the graham cracker, the sweetness. I get the raspberry. Maybe a little banana.
It doesn't have that crazy ice cream float. No, that's not made with soft serve ice cream this time. All right, well, I'm curious to know. So,
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, banana, huge. I didn't get it on the nose, but on the taste, that's the first thing I get.
Oh, that's got a good tartness. That's the one thing this has going to it. going forward to make it like a beer, it does have that. Well, I mean, that's not just from beer, but from a sour beer, it's very, very tart and mouth puckering. It's very sour.
I didn't get any banana. Like that. I didn't get any banana on the nose. None. On the taste.
Oh.
Up front is all banana.
Dave, you don't taste banana in this beer.
No, on the nose.
You might want to go get
on the taste, it's up front is entirely banana. On the back end of my tongue, it's tart raspberry. But I do get the graham cracker too. That's thick and smooth.
It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely sweet. I was just expecting just insanity. But it's not too sweet. It's not too sweet for life like the NWO. It is very sweet. But its back end is like sour.
It's got a nice offset with that tartness.
It's not as disgusting in the glass as yesterday's. And this is a little bit more resemblance of a beer.
That's delicious.
This one's a little bit more reasonable, a little bit more familiar to me, that I've had some sours that are like this.
So I thought I really liked the one yesterday, which I did. I like this way better. And I really liked that one yesterday, but this is amazing. And
just like yesterday, it's delicious. It really is. I'm not going to lie. If I saw these again, I'd probably buy a 4-pack.
If you didn't, I would.
I want to hate it.
But you can't.
But I can't hate it. This is just... It's insane. Guys, have you had this one? Let us know. Or again, any Skygazer at all. Let us know. Let us know what you think of this style beer. It's just going to be completely, every time I drink one, I'm going to be like, it's just not beer. This is a little bit more like beer than yesterday's.
So we've had 2 Stargazers, and I'm more impressed with this one than the first one, but I am sold on both of them because I like this. Not all the time. My stomach couldn't handle it all the time. It's not what I want all the time. But like I said, I could drink these once a week and be okay with that.
I think I could have one every night for dessert.
Yeah.
And I hate to admit that. Yesterday's one was a little more disgusting. This is not as disgusting.
No, this doesn't. I don't have really much on my glass. Just a little bit of residue.
I can handle this a little better than yesterday's.
I will say, however, a couple of sips of this, I've actually gotten a chunk of something. I don't know if it's graham cracker. It might be. It wasn't off-putting, but I'm thinking...
So I had graham cracker in the aroma, but it was not huge. I'm not getting graham cracker in the flavor.
No, I'm getting predominantly banana with some raspberry on the back end. I do get a little bit of that, though. A little bit of that graham cracker on the back.
So, I want to grab this book and find out. This is Brewing Classic Styles. What chapter? Anyone that brews this kind of beer. What chapter would I find that in
I don't think you're going to find it in there. You can look, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to.
I can find Berliner Weisse, but probably not this kind.
You know, this is a style of beer, though.
But maybe in American sour beers I could find that. I don't know. This
is a style of beer that's probably not going to hang around all that long.
You don't think?
I don't know. I just don't know.
It is definitely the trendy style right now.
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if it's going to be something that's long-lived. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think pastry stouts were the big thing.
But I hope it is, because...
Right before this, and then I guess you call these pastry sours. Then they're a little crazier to me, and a little farther out there, some of them way out there, than the pastry stouts. At least the pastry stouts look like stout stuff.
So let me ask you a question.
But maybe it's because they're so dark you can't see what's going on.
What's so much more crazy about something like this, putting raspberry and graham cracker, than putting Reese cups, putting peanut butter, putting candy bars, Twix, whatever, into a stout?
I guess there's not much difference.
There really isn't. It's the adjunct is what you put in there.
When you drink that stout, it doesn't leave all the stuff on your glass.
No, so...
that's kind of crazy.
That aside... Really, as far as what's being added to this, isn't any more crazy than adding a Butterfinger. which is a great beer.
Oh, I gotta take a picture and then I'll put it on the video to show you what the glass looks like right now. It's not pretty. It is not as bad as yesterday's
Oh, not even close.
ice cream beer.
No. So there's a little bit of residue in there, but not. Yesterday was just so. My glass was worse than yours. It literally looked like someone vomited inside of my glass and it just clung to the side. It was like yellow, orangey, like clumps stuck to the side of my glass.
So I'm gonna check out on tap.
However, the beer was really good.
And this one, it's delicious. These last two have been delicious. What would you rate that on tap?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't
yesterday,
ask if I did.
I gave the one yesterday a 4.85.
Yeah.
I'd have to give this one a 5.
Nailed it. They nailed it.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
This one I feel I probably could rate and not feel as ridiculous as yesterday.
You
I
need to
can't
let
rate
that
this.
go though, because
No.
it's what it is. It's a style of beer
I don't
that
have
it is.
to let it go.
Oh,
I'll give this 4.5.
well, I give it a 5 all
It's
day long.
delicious. But about 1,000 people on Untapped have given this a 4.24. Giving this a 4.24. One friend gives it a 4.75.
So
Says,
who's the
"Lordy,
one friend that's been
Lordy."
checking in on these?
Well, it's a different one today. This is Nathaniel Bailey.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Lordy, Lordy," and gives it a 4.75.
But look at his picture. Look at the color of that.
Saying, I don't have to.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just so like everything. The color, the texture, the flavor, the aroma.
So apparently they've done 4 different watercolor abstracts. And then there's watercolor synergy. And then there's watercolor creamy. So they do. So I figured they must. Skygazer does use the cheesecake.
Okay.
Which I would love to try one of those.
So
I'm
is
not
that
gonna lie.
is that like a powder? Like
Yeah, it's cheesecake powder. Just like we assume that's what they did with the vanilla ice cream.
soft serve,
was
yeah.
the soft serve powder. I guess what do you not put in beer? These guys put everything in it. That's not just Skygazer. I mean, they're just following the trend. That's the trend in beer. It's gone again. I say it started with the hazy IPA.
But
And
John,
then-
you have beers with peanut butter, candy bars,
but I know.
jalapeno, cinnamon.
I'm
like,
just saying, the hazy IPA went nuts, and then people started making just off the wall, crazy. Where can we push beer to? What can we put in? What can you not? You can put anything in. I mean, I've seen breweries use shrimp in a beer.
I think somebody
that's
should come up
just
with a dill
foolish.
pickle.
They should just be slapped.
I think they should come up with a dill pickle beer.
I've seen people put dill. They do. They have down in Texas.
I've never seen it. I'd like to try it.
They make Kool-Aid sours with pickle brine.
So, Barrel
Because in
Souls doesn't
Texas,
use
it's a
pickle
thing.
brine, but they make Kool-Aid based
They make
beers.
Kool-Aid beers, yeah. Well,
What Superman Punch?
there's nothing about. Again, you don't put shrimp and make a shrimp cocktail.
No.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But
gross.
I've seen breweries do that, or one of them, and they no longer exist, and I wonder why. That's just foolish. But sweet things seem to work in beers. Everyone knew they worked in stouts, and now they work in sours. So that's where everything's going to.
So I don't feel like beers every evening, but I really think I could drink one of these after dinner every night. Just like,
I just said I could.
yeah, sit down and have dinner and then sip on this as your dessert.
Will I ever get to the point where I accept that this is beer? Probably not.
I can.
I probably can't. I mean, Definitiv's been making their smoothie sours down in Portland for
And I've accepted. I've embraced that.
2 or 3 years, and they make sweet styles like this too, and they are delicious.
I haven't just accepted it. I've embraced it.
But they're not beer. There's a beer base.
They are a beer. They're
Once
not.
you put
they're
this
not
much
in your
crap in
mind.
it, it's not a beer.
They're not in your mind what you think of beer, but yes, they're 100%
Are
a
these
beer.
a beer, in your opinion?
Comment.
Just give
Let
us
us
simply
know
yes
what
or
you
no, or give us a full detail of what you think of this style beer, these pastry sours, or whatever the hell they are.
So be the tiebreaker because we are like right down the middle on this.
I mean, I don't know what they just call it, a Berliner Weisse style beer.
So what is a Berliner Weisse? What is that anyway?
It's a sour. So just a, I don't know. low ABV sours. They're like,
So the one yesterday was
They're
5.5. What is this one?
well, not all, but usually most of them are fruited. This is 5.5 too.
Okay.
Maybe they're not 5.5. Some of these breweries got in trouble for saying they're like an 8% sour when really there was hardly any alcohol in it. Because once they put all the stuff in it, they were factoring what the beer was. Again,
So in all
which proves my
honesty,
point where it's a beer base, and then you add this puree and whatever the hell else. You have to factor that in. And then, a lot of them, maybe these guys are pasteurizing. They must be, because it's not going nuts. Like, it didn't keep fermenting. Some of the breweries weren't doing this, and then they end up having can bombs everywhere
Yeah.
on shelves. I'm sure this is 12%, so they know what they're doing, and they pasteurized it, and it won't. I don't know.
well, all I can
I'm not
say
gonna get on my
to end on this
throne
note,
and
all I can say is
on the podium and
the smooth mouthfeel
not
was
gonna
amazing.
preach anymore.
The aroma was amazing. The flavor right from the front to the back was amazing, and I would give this a 5%, a 5 all day.
They're it's delicious, and
that kills you. That really does.
no, it's fine.
No, we can see when you go like this how hard this is
because
for you.
it's not beer to me, and it needs to be called a beer
Mixed drink.
cocktail.
Beer cocktail. Okay, so in your mind, say, okay, you know what, babe? Tonight we're going to have a beer cocktail.
Because it's not a beer.
And I'm going to know
It's
exactly
not
what
a
you
Berliner
mean.
Weisse. This is not. It's a pastry sour. And it is fruited with puree. And I mean, marshmallows. Now, I wonder if they use the real marshmallow, like the fluff or the marshmallows. That's fine. Beer eats it, and it turns into sugar. It gives you diabetes. But
So here's where I'm at.
this will give you diabetes.
I am not
and
going to get
that's what it
stuck
is.
on the fact of whether or not this is a beer. I'm going to get stuck on the fact that I really like the aroma, the flavor, the
I
mouthfeel.
can't say I don't.
And I enjoy it. So I don't care if you call it a beer. I don't care if you call it a cocktail. Whatever you want to call it, they nailed it. It's very good. And so I'm not going to get stuck on that.
I've drank it all. So,
It was difficult, wasn't it?
like, share, subscribe, do all the things.
Comment. I want to see the comments. I'm really interested in the comments.
Add us on Untap, Best Beers in Me. We want to see what you're drinking out there. Other than that, our music's playing. They're telling us to get off stage. So,
Good night.